We got London on the track.
Okay, I walk inside this shit with both my hands. I got exotic grills on my chair. You can't stand it. Pop, 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 you beefing if you got your hands up. My bitch screaming love, peace, and happiness, no Canada. I'm in love with bird. I can whip a bird. Hey, my old lady think you a turd.
Hey.
I'm from H-Town and I need birds.
Exclusive to Niger Pizza.
Hey, the pussy.
Sorry, whoo! Steph Curry with this shit. It's hot as hell. It's hot as hell. Alright, fellas. So, welcome back to another one of my freaking videos, you know? Today I decided that I was going to start doing what about everybody and their cousins have already started doing, which is drum roll please. You said it and you thought it's story time. So yeah, I mean, it's not like I've never had anything interesting happen in my life before, but you know, the little occurrences that did happen I think are worth sharing a little bit. So I figured, you know, who knows how often I'll be posting these videos, because I think you guys already know by now I don't do order, I don't do Mondays, I don't just do, hey, I'm posting every Friday, hey, I'm posting every this. No, y'all get to get surprised when I post another video. Sorry. As you guys can tell, I'm home alone. So Mitchum fucking sucks, so don't go buy it. I know in my last video I was like, I haven't even uploaded that video, I'm still editing it. In my last video I was like, yeah, yo, you know how I got my sweating problem going on? And everybody was like, yeah, I do, tell us more, tell us more. I was like, well, yeah, I went to go try and buy some deodorant that actually fucking works. And I thought I found some because, like, you see Mitchum on TV. God, that shit stinks. And, like, I was just like, okay, I guess not. But, yeah. So, anyway, yeah, I'll show you my outfit of the day just because I guarantee you I'm not going to be changing at all. I'm not sure which video is going to be uploaded first. This one or my, what video did I record yesterday? My fitness / morning routine is going to be up first. But you see, stuck in a little bit of a crunch because my dad isn't doing too good. So Sarah has been at the hospital with her pops, so she doesn't have to dress up or get all sexy or none of that. Oh, hell no. So, yeah, outfit of the day. I'm wearing a little t-shirt. And if you're curious, you know, this t-shirt, it's wrinkly because when you sleep, you kind of get wrinkly. So, it has the Statue of Liberty. It has a little bobblehead. It has a little bowl of rice, a one-way sign, spray paint, pizza, tires to a scooter, a building, a taxi, New York State. I'm on a New York State of mind. I made that up. A little coin. I think that thing that I said was a bowl of rice is actually a hot dog. But yeah, it's pretty pimp. And then like yesterday, I've got some jogs on. Some long johns. Some long johns. No socks today, killers. Keeping it real. So yeah, I'm literally probably just gonna like put a bra on. People were like, Sarah, why do you need a bra with your little 9-year-old boy chest? Yeah, it's just what's supposed to be code of conduct to like wear in public. So yeah, I gotta, that's probably the only thing I'm gonna be adding to my attire. Maybe a little bit of flip-flops, but that's besides the damn point and not why I'm making this video. So, today's story time is going to be about a little experience I had at my last job. And I say last as in I've had a million. No, it was my first job, my only job, and yeah. it was awesome. But for those of you who have watched my get to know me video, you guys would know that I was a canvasser. I went door to door. Woo! Honestly, would have never. Oh, I'm so hungry. Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. I'm still screaming fuck cops. Shoot them like a boss top. Alright, so back to where I was. For those of you who know, I was door to door. Now, I would have never in my 18 years of life ever, I repeat, ever would have thought little old Sarah would be going door to door, being a door to door salesman. Like, what? And like the funny part was that like when I got offered the job, it was freaking like, yo, you want a job? And I'm like, yo, my last job was paying me like $15 an hour, so unless you can find me a job that pays more than $15 an hour, I'm not gonna buy it. And the funny part was that I never had a previous job, so I would just lie to people and be like, oh yeah, well my starting pay was like 15, so I'm like looking for a job that's at least above that. Yeah, no, I'm just a conniving little idiot. So, yeah, I was like, well, what do you have to do? And they were like, well, it's kind of confusing, like, why don't I just sign you up to come in for a talk? You could talk. I'll sign you up for an interview. You could come in and see if you like it. La da da da. And I'm like, hold up. You're telling me that you're asking me to go apply for a job, go in for an interview, and I don't even know what the hell this is going to entitle. So I was like, all right. I see shady written all over this situation, so you know what? I'm gonna dive head first. So I was like, you know what? Tell me a motherfucking time. So he was like, you know what? Your interview is like at 1. And I'm over here like, okay, 1 is like in an hour or something. I was like, well, shoot. And this was like literally, I had no idea what you wear in an interview. I had no idea what you say at an interview. I didn't know if I was supposed to do research prior to this interview to like learn about the business. I don't know if it's like 20 questions. Okay, I don't know. I'm a newbie to this world. So I was like, oof, this is real sketchy. So I was like, well, yo, the only problem is that like I'm in class right now and I'm only wearing what I wear to school. Was that the truth? No. Was I just trying to cover my ass? Yes. So no, it wasn't lying. It was a white lie. Stretching the truth. So I was low-key at home, like just finished getting ready and was like wearing, come on, Sarah, think, what did you wear? I don't know, but I wore something cute as hell, but it wasn't like something you should be wearing to a job interview. I don't think, but I don't know. Okay. Now another story time is going to be how I got hired, because believe it or freaking not, I got hired like the day I went into the interview that I'm like telling you guys about, not knowing anything, not knowing shit to do about windows, and that's like what I was doing, is I was like trying to convince people to get a window estimate. So I was like, yo, whatever, like I'm just gonna be a boss, because like I used to be a weird person and like have to be the best at whatever I did. So with my state of mind, I was like, yo, I'm gonna canvas the shit out of this company and I'm gonna bring you guys back millions. So I'm going to tell you a story about one day where I was trying to go out and make millions for my boss Buck. And I came into a little bit of a situation. Alright. So, shout out to Jamie and Marcus. You guys are the illest managers in the world. So yeah, basically if you have ever been a canvasser, all you do is you get loaded up into a van. It's kind of like going to prison. And you get shipped off for like an hour or two. You get as far away from this community as you can, because everybody here knows Renewal by Anderson. So you got to go to the outskirts of town and find people who are a little bit more, you know, not as residential and more as like suburban outlanders. Okay, I have no idea what type of references I'm using, but I'm just spitting out what's ever coming to my brain, so I apologize. But we're driving, okay? Normally, I'm one of two people. I either have to get the very front seat in the van or the very back. I ain't no middleman. So I can't sit in the middle, you know, that claustrophobia. And this was before my accident, so it wasn't as severe, but you know. So this day, we had driven like 500 hours to the mountains. Now, working as a canvasser, you don't get to say anything. Like, they tell you where you're gonna go, they tell you what houses you're gonna do, and they tell you what to say. And it's up to you to sell the product. So, you're like, oof, I gotta put my own twist on this shit. We're in the mountains, alright, okay. So, they're like, yo, Sarah, because I'm not bragging, I'm being freaking serious. I could get like 7 appointments a day. Each appointment, if they followed through, was like $80. So I was balling. So I was like, this is pimp. Like, I walked into this job not even knowing what was up. I was going door to door, and I'm making more money than half of these little kids out here doing their like 5 to 9 jobs, and this was just like, it was sick, okay? I have a million stories to tell about this job. But on this particular day, we were up in the mountains, and it was a wee bit chilly, like a wee bit freaking freezing. So I had on my gloves, and you know you're pretty much the coolest cat on the block when you have gloves that can touch your iPhone without even having to take them off. That finger sensibility. And so I had those. I had my little binder, you know. And I was walking through these houses, alright? And it's a little bit foggy, it's a little bit sketchy. You're by your damn self in butt fucking Egypt. And you've just gotta, you know, put your big girl panties on and just stroll on up to that front door. So, you know, mountains areas are a little bit weird. And if you're not a native to that area, you're basically like lost. So I'm like walking around, you know, and I get to this little area of houses and it's a little bit strange. So I'm kind of like, you know, what's going on? So to demonstrate, I'm gonna have to duck a little bit just because it is what it is. But to demonstrate, okay, I've got my binder and I'm walking down the street. Me. Oh, look at that house. Look at them windows. Look at the time. It's time to ring the doorbell. So, hold on, I'm gonna lift this up because like I get anxious sitting down sometimes. So I'm just gonna mosey on up. Okay, so I'm walking, and I walk up to the door, okay? But when I walk up, I have to say, because all of a sudden, I'm like, where's the front door? And then I spot it, and I'm like, oh. And then my eyes go down and follow the trail I have to take to get to the front door. And I'm like, okay, hold up. Normally, you don't have to walk through a gate that says no trespassing in order to get to the front door. But then I'm like, well, we are in the mountains. Maybe they had to keep out the animals, you know. They had dogs on the other side of the fence. So I'm like, maybe they're just trying to, like, you know, do them. They're doing them. It's their property. I'm not going to ask questions. But I am going to get an appointment off these people. I need to put this up a little bit more. So because I had in my head that I had to get an appointment with these people, I persevered through the fence, okay? So I'm sitting there, and you know me, like, I'm working for a company right now. Like, I've got their labels covering my body. Like, I am advertising this company right now, so I can't fuck up, you know what I mean? Like, my job is on the line. Like, I can't cross that line, you know? So I had to still stay a little bit, you know, cool. So I was like, I'm gonna pretend like I know what I'm doing, and I'm just gonna go knock on this guy's door because I want to make him some, you know, I want to get him some good windows, and I want to make myself some moolah at the end of the week. So I was like, 1 sec. Alright. So, I knew in my head I had to get to that front door. I just had to ring the doorbell, do my little spiel, and I'm going to walk away with $85. So, I open up the gate, and I'm greeted by 2 dogs, right? Do the dogs look vicious? No. Okay? Am I really scared of things? No. So, I know for a fact that the way this universe works is don't intimidate something, and it won't be intimidated by you. So, unless I give that dog the look like, yo, I'm going to kick your ass, he's not going to want to attack me. So, I'm just like, I'm going to acknowledge you without acknowledging you. So, I'm going to see you're there, but I'm not going to fuck with you because you're not mine. So, I don't know what they're up to. They had to beware of dogs, no trespassing. Like, I'm just trying to get to the front door, okay? So, I open up the gate. I walk through and I'm like, yo, why do I have to walk up these fucking stairs to get to the front door? So I walk up the stairs, okay? Walking up the stairs, boop, boop, boop. Dogs following me like I'm their owner, and I'm like, you're confused. So, walk up the stairs, it's like this little patio, and there's a sliding glass door here, and I see a man sitting in there, like the door is clear as day, keep in mind, and I see a man sitting in there on his laptop, so I'm like, word. I knock on the door, and like the little door, front door, nothing happens. So I'm like, this dude sitting right here, like, what the fuck? So, he's still sitting there on his computer, and so, me being the strange weirdo I am like, I'm gonna get an appointment with this guy, so I'm gonna get his attention any way I can. So I tap on the window, like the sliding glass door that's right in front of him. And as I tap, I'm like, hey, like, because I am trained to do my job, so I know what to do. So I knock, and I'm like, hey, sir, how you doing today? And he's like, he's sitting at his laptop. He's like this, he has his laptop. And he says, the door's right here, and he said, knock, knock, knock. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? And I'm like, oh, sir, you know, I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm not here to sell you anything. I just want to talk to you about your home for a second. And he slides this door, but he goes, these dogs are gonna eat you. You gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of here. And I'm over here like, oh shit, oh shit, okay. So I'm like, whoa, sir, keep it cool, because the second someone sees fear in your eyes is the second you don't fuck up. So I was like, whew. I went from, all right, sir. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sir. He goes, didn't you read the no trespassing signs? What are you doing in my backyard? And I'm like, hold up, did you say back? And in my head, I'm rewinding through this whole situation. I'm like, brrr. I start back up, okay, right to where I was, and I'm picturing this in my head, like I'm having a vision, and I'm like, all right, this is making sense now, okay? I walk up to the gate, and there's a gate. Okay, there's no just sidewalk to lead to the front door, right? So that was the first kind of thought that went up in my head. I was like, why do I have to walk through a gate, right? No trespassing and beware of dogs. Why would you have to walk through a gate to go through the backyard filled with, or why would you have to walk through a gate to get to the front door where dangerous dogs are on the other side of the gate, where you have to go through to get to the front door? So why? In my head, I'm like, you know what? No. This gate is put here for protection against this house. I'm just gonna go ring the doorbell. So then, who has to walk upstairs to get to a front door, okay? No one, really, nowadays. So that was another thought, like, Sarah, why are you walking upstairs to this patio-looking door? But in my head, I was still like, I'm in the mountains, I'm not from here, I didn't design this house, I'm not asking questions. So then as I get to the front door, I realize who has a sliding glass door right next to their front door. None of this is adding up, but am I getting skeptical? Hell nah. I gotta keep my cool because I'm at my job. So I was like, whoa, sir. And all of a sudden I see a wife like running like, honey? And I'm like, yo, y'all, chill. Does it look like your dogs are trying to attack me? No. So I see the beware of dog signs, but I don't know what there is to be aware of, but I'm still going to be careful, okay? So I'm up here, and me being me, I get that I knocked on the back door, but I'm still going to sell him some fucking windows. Like, I'm not just going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to go run now. No, I'm going to be like, yo, my bad, B, but yo, check out this, check out that, and then I'm going to explain to him what I'm there for, why I'm there, and why he should be happy. But he wasn't, because you see, I had what people like to refer to as trespassed onto private property. So I had to get the fuck out of there. So the guy's like, yo, no, you gotta get out of here. And he's like pointing to the door, like so hard the air that goes with his point is gonna shatter the window. So I was like, sir, I'm sorry. And me being the stupid idiot I am, we had little things that in case somebody doesn't answer the door, you leave your name and number and you're like stuck it on the door and you're like, yo, call me because you need to. And I was like, well, sir, I'm sorry that I bothered you, you know. would you mind taking my card? And this guy's probably like, little bitch, get out of here. Like, you just trespassed. You just walked up the side of my house. You are a spider on the side of my house and knocked on my sliding glass door while I was working. Like, now that I put myself in that man's shoes, I get why he thinks I was schizo. But I was like, yo, I'm just trying to do my job, you know? A youngin's trying to live in this nice-ass house like you when she grows up. Like, I can't be not doing my job, you know? So I'm like, fuck it. I just gotta walk out. So I'm like, sir, I'm sorry. So I hand him my card. I don't even know if he took the sticker or what, but I handed it to him, okay? Buck, you listen to me. I did my job right, Buck. I swear, I did my job right. I swear, I did it right. And I handed him the sticker. I was like, you know what? If y'all ever need me, you've got my number. And I slid out. Well, not really. I had to walk down the stairs. And now, knowing that he told me his dogs could attack me at any moment, I'm like, okay, these little dogs that I walked into thinking, oh, you're so cute, you're following me like an owner. I'm like, holy shit, they're going to eat me now. Like, there's a reason they're in this fence, and there's a reason that sign is there. So I'm walking down, and I'm still like, Sarah, they can smell fear, so do not start fearing anything. So I'm walking, I walk down the stairs, I look back and wave, and these people are probably like, and I'm just like, then I get past the dogs, right? And the dogs are like barking now. I sneak through and I close it. As I'm turning around to close it, I see the no trespassing, do not enter, beware of killer eating dogs. I see all the signs and I'm like, and I look over and I see a neighbor watching me over there, and I look over and I see another neighbor watching, and I'm like, I'm being sniped. So then obviously I knew I just fucked up at this house. Their neighbors just saw everything. They probably just heard this man screaming. Like, they were probably webcamming together while this was happening. Like, that's probably what he was doing on his laptop. But no. It kind of made me feel weird about myself too, because you know when you do something that you know you're not supposed to do? I haven't had that sunken feeling since I was a child, okay? And I just had that sunken feeling, and it was on the day of my job, okay? Like, I was on the clock, and I had that sunken feeling in my chest, and I was supposed to walk around and act like it was okay? What I just did was, I just trespassed on native soil. I trespassed, and I was forced to keep knocking for 3 more hours? Nah. So, that's about it for my story time today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you learned a valuable lesson that when you see a do not trespass, do not enter, beware of dogs, pretend like your brain understood what it read when it said, don't enter, because you're not supposed to enter. I could have gotten eaten. I could have gotten shot. I could have got arrested. So this is why I'm telling you guys this story, because if I wouldn't have told you this, y'all would have gone and trespassed and then got shot, eaten by dogs, and arrested. And then those of you who watched my video will then see those people on the news and be like, if only they would have watched Sarah's little story about trespassing, they would have known. But that's what I'm here for, right? Spread the message to you beautiful people. But yeah, so now that I have 2 40-minute long, no, I'm just kidding, this one's 24, and I really apologize for my workout video routine thing. Yeah, that's like at 38 minutes, and I've about edited as much out as I can possibly edit out. So, today might be a day Sarah uploads 2 videos. What? What? But yeah, you know. So, stay positive, you know. Take care of your family. If you got a family member in the hospital, go see them. You know what I mean? Like, get up early and get your stuff done, so then you can leave to go, you know, be with your family, be and support who put you on this earth, okay? So, if anybody has any suggestions of story times they'd want to hear, I mean, I've got a million stories. I'm not even kidding you. From my daily occurrence of me pissing my pants all the time, to my accident, to me blowing out both of my knees, to me doing this, to me doing that, to me getting kicked out of this, to me being put into this, to me having to go see this person, to me having to convince what cop to do what, to the time I almost got arrested the first night of summer, the time they let us go. Woo! I've got stories for days. I've got stories for days. So I was like, you know what? I might as well start saying and telling my stories to people because, well, why not? So, now that we have finished my very first story time, I would like to thank you guys for experiencing this moment with me. It is a valuable moment, something that does not occur more than once. So, Sarah's first story time. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you didn't enjoy it and think that I should never do this again, please let me know so I do not continue to make story times and have people hate me. So, yeah. I just gotta go upload my fitness video. You know, because people are like, yo, Sarah, how do you get them guns? And I'm like, it's easy, I promise. Takes 20 minutes every other week. But no, I'm serious. So yeah, I'm going to go edit this little biatch, upload it onto that little biatch, and then we can watch it together. So, I hope you guys have a fabulous Saturday morning. Read a book, read a chapter of a damn book today. Go order a new book online. Make sure you give one stranger a compliment. And whatever you do, make sure you've got a damn smile on your face.